Once there was a young man named Sammy who had everything planned out. His career, relationships, and future goals were all laid out before him like a perfect roadmap. Sammy believed that if he worked hard, stayed focused, and did everything right, life would reward him with all he desired. However, as the years went by, he began to realize that life was not so straightforward. Despite his hard work, Sammy faced setbacks, a job offer that fell through, a relationship that ended unexpectedly, and a financial struggle that caught him off guard. With every disappointment, Sammy felt his hope wane. "Why can't I have what I want?" he would ask himself. It wasn't until he had a conversation with his uncle, a man who had lived through countless challenges, that Sammy began to see life differently. "Son," his uncle said, "in life you won't get everything you want. But that doesn't mean you can't live a fulfilled and happy life. You just have to learn to handle the negative." Here are some key things Sammy learned from his uncle. Number 1, accept what you can't control. Sammy's first lesson was acceptance. His uncle taught him that not everything in life is within our control. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, the outcome won't be what you expected. Sammy learned that fighting against these uncontrollable aspects of life only deepened his frustration and disappointment. Instead, he began to accept that some things were beyond his reach, and he focused on what he could control: his attitude, his response, and his perspective. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up. It means understanding that life has its own flow, and while you can steer your ship, you can't control the ocean. Learning to accept the ebb and flow of life's circumstances is the first step toward peace and resilience. Number 2, shift your focus from loss to opportunity. After his initial struggles, Sammy's focus was stuck on what he had lost: opportunities, relationships, and security. But his uncle showed him that with every closed door, a new one opened. When the job offer fell through, it allowed Sammy to explore different career paths, ultimately leading him to a more fulfilling role. When his relationship ended, it made space for him to grow as an individual and later find someone who was truly compatible with him. By shifting his focus from what he didn't get to what he could gain, Sammy transformed his losses into opportunities. This mindset shift is key to handling negativity, as it helps you see beyond the immediate pain and toward the potential that lies ahead. Number 3, practice gratitude. In the midst of his struggles, Sammy's uncle advised him to keep a gratitude journal. Every night, Sammy wrote down 3 things he was thankful for, no matter how small. At first, it felt pointless, but over time, it shifted his perspective. Instead of dwelling on what he lacked, Sammy began to appreciate what he had: his health, his supportive friends, and the chance to pursue his passions. Gratitude rewires your brain to focus on the positive. By cultivating gratitude, you train yourself to see the good, even in difficult situations. This practice became a powerful tool for Sammy in handling negative emotions and staying grounded in the present. Number 4, learn from the negative. Sammy's uncle shared that every challenge comes with a lesson, and those who learn from their struggles emerge stronger. When Sammy experienced rejection, he learned resilience. When he faced financial hardships, he gained better money management skills. Every negative situation became a teacher, and Sammy began to approach challenges with curiosity rather than fear. By seeing life's difficulties as opportunities to learn, Sammy realized that the negative wasn't something to avoid, it was something to embrace. Learning from adversity gives you the tools to handle future challenges with grace and confidence. And finally, number 5, surround yourself with positivity. Throughout his journey, Sammy leaned on his support system, his family, friends, and mentors. His uncle, in particular, became a source of wisdom and encouragement. Surrounding himself with positive influences helped Sammy stay motivated and uplifted during tough times. He learned that who you keep close can greatly affect how you handle life's challenges. By staying connected to those who uplifted and inspired him, Sammy found the strength to face life's uncertainties with courage. Having a network of positive, supportive people is essential when dealing with the negative, because they remind you of your worth and potential. Sammy eventually learned that life is full of unexpected twists, turns, and disappointments. But instead of allowing the negative to defeat him, he grew stronger by accepting what he couldn't control, focusing on opportunities, practicing gratitude, learning from adversity, and surrounding himself with positivity. The lesson he carried with him was this: in life, you won't get everything you want, but you will always have the ability to shape your response to the negative, and that's where true strength lies. What's one challenge you've turned into an opportunity? Share your story in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you've embraced life's uncertainties. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification to join our community of resilient thinkers ready to thrive through life's ups and downs.